friends. So I have another December daily page for you today, and this is quite long. So I hope you have a cup of coffee ready. This day for day 20 took a long time. I don't know if it's because I was doing it during the day, so I was kind of distracted because I don't normally do much scrap stuff during the day. Now I mostly do it at night because it's just easier to, in the evening after the kids go to bed, you know, grab a cup of coffee and sit at my desk and play without too many distractions. But since it's been a holiday, it's been really nice because I have a little bit of extra time since the kids aren't doing schoolwork. So I was working on this. And December 20 was a busy day for us because we had a Christmas party that we went to. So during the day, we, did some stuff around the house. And then in the evening, we went to the Christmas party. And then when we got home, I also wrapped some gifts. So I wanted to try to get a good sense of what that day was like for us because some days have been like not very busy, even though I've been able to find a few pictures for those days anyway. Um, so so this first page that I'm doing is I'm using this pocket, and I actually was going to use this for the day, like for Christmas, and then now my page is getting very full, or my book is getting really full, so I decided to try to take some of the pages that I thought I might use for Christmas and put them throughout because I don't think I need that many days for Christmas. I think probably what I'll do is I'll do a couple layouts of some like separate pictures. So this is a picture of my son, and he's writing a postcard letter and coloring to Santa at the Christmas party that we went to. Now, this Christmas party is for a group called Hugs that is in Hawaii, and they provide services and activities for families with kids with pretty serious health issues. So they provide like days where they have activities for kids and families can get together and do really fun things. So once a year, they have a really big and nice Christmas party for the families, and they'll have Santa. And this year, they had quite a few games for the kids to play, which the kids love. And so they get a whole bunch of um, like companies and contributors in the community to help provide like gifts for the kids and the family because a lot of these families have a lot of medical issues. I mean, there are a lot of kids who have cancer or are in cancer treatment, and then there are also kids who just are very medically needy. So, and since it's so expensive here in Hawaii for anything, when you're paying out a lot of money for medical issues, it's hard to have, you know, to be able to do fun things for your kids. And they provide a lot of other things for families. It's been a really, really nice group to be a part of. There's this really sense of like family there, and my kids love doing stuff. So we went to this Christmas party last year and we really wanted to go this year. And so like I said, one of the activities was writing a Christmas letter to Santa. So all my kids did it. I just showed a picture of Sam. There's no way that I mean, I took a ton of pictures, so there's no way that I could have all the pictures. And I'm sure many of you guys have had this problem of just like, how do I just pick just a couple of pictures to like depict this whole time? Um, I'm sorry if you guys hear a lot of background noise. My dog is chewing on a bone tonight. It's either that or him jumping off my bed. So I think I'll take him chewing on a bone. So this next picture is Kaden, and she is actually fishing. They had this really cute booth where they had the ocean, and kids had wooden like fishing poles, and they would fish, and then they would get like a bag of goodies of just like a ruler and like a little slide puzzle thing. And so the kids had an absolute blast, and Kaden had a lot of fun because they couldn't get the bag to stay on her fishing pole, so she had to like keep putting the pole in, and she was just cracking up. And this picture that I got of her just smiling is so fun. And so I took this 3x4 card, and then I took another one as you seen, and I cut it in like a diagonal. I had a really hard time figuring what else I wanted to put underneath it. I had that white tag earlier, for that Martha Stewart tag, because I really wanted something small to journal on and not just the paper. And I think that's why this took me so long, is I just, for whatever reason, it just took a long time to get into that mode of like, okay, what am I going to get done? Like, how do I, and not being over like analytical about how I'm going to do my page. And a lot of times I'm not like this. So I don't know if it was just the day, or if it's just I've been working on December Daily trying to get it done now, or that there's so many pictures it made it difficult. It could be a whole bunch of things. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Please tell me I'm not the only one who at this point it just seems like it's taking longer. But um I really liked how in the end this turned out. And so, because I know last night I was telling, when I did my video for the day, I was saying how I'm not sure if I'm gonna, how many more of the days I'll actually have the whole process. And I have half of this process because this took a good part of my day, just because I do this sheet here, front and back, and then I cut out another sheet. So I don't show you that. I will show you close-ups of that. So, and then when I do my through, I'll show that too. And so today I'm working on day 21, and we'll see if I get more than that done tonight. So definitely, I think the key to December Daily is being prepared. I mean, or, So here I'm trying to figure out what pictures I want to use where. Because as you can see, I have all those stacks of pictures. All those pictures are going to be for this day. And let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pictures for day 20. And I know I could have cut it down less than that, but I really wanted to get a good sense of the day. So I don't know. So here I am working on I'm going to be making a flip book to go in my pocket. I have found that this is one good way that I can add a few extra pictures for the day and it not feel like, it's taking up a lot of space, because I can stick it in the 4x6 card slot, and it just rests in there. And then if someone wants to see them, they can pull them out, so it ends up being a little bit more interactive. So that black and white day card, and I believe those are for December Daily. I don't know what company made them because they were in a swag bag from Paper Issues. If you guys haven't checked out their swag bags from Paper Issues, oh my gosh, I love them so much. Hopefully I'll be able to get one for January. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll wait and get one for December or February, just so that I don't get like a whole bunch of like Christmas or like snowflake stuff, because I did put snowflakes in my album, but really like it is not relevant to what I would scrap this year for the most part. I mean, I have one set of photos of snow. But anyway, back to December Daily. So I'm going to use this red basil cardstock, and I love this color. It's such a awesome color. So, and I really wanted the colors for the papers and stuff to kind of go along with the red and the green that I was already using, which is why I picked that striped paper. And then I just used Fancy Pants. I have those like border stickers. So here I'm kind of thinking, do I want to put something on the back? And I end up, in the end, I don't put anything on the back. I may like at some point go back and do it, but I only use two pictures. So I use some stuff. And here I decide that I'm going to use that tag on the inside to do some journal. I think I do journaling on that. Yeah. Yeah, I do journaling because the lines on it are really subtle, so it makes it with black ink, you can see over it really well. So, I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. I noticed that some of this I did a lot of like looking for stickers off camera and stuff. I dropped something. Oh yeah, because I wanted to use those trees, and I don't end up using them on that. I do use them on on for day 20. Just they don't go on that page. They go on the other page that I made. So I'm looking through some stickers, and then I decide to go with those, and those are from that one. I know I used some Teresa Collins because I use a ticket that says Joy, and I thought that kind of that was really fun. And I put that one on some foam adhesive. I'm not sure if you can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it, but, and really those pictures are just my kids at the dinner table while we were waiting for dinner. They had live music, they had a brass band playing, and oh my gosh, it was like listening to the song The Brass on A Christmas Story. It really was nice to hear a brass band playing Christmas music. It just makes Christmas feel like it's Christmas. It's so hard to explain. It's so funny how sometimes certain things, like something you hear or, a smell, will like really just make like Christmas feel like Christmas. So I think maybe just growing up listening to a lot of Christmas, like old style Christmas carols and stuff, and hearing them play it. Not that we went to a lot of like brass stuff, but growing up being in choir, hearing the band play in school and stuff. So I think that. So I use the candy cane, and then I use some big sequins on there too. And I'm just gonna journal about that. Kaden, she's playing around and how much fun we had listening to the music, and um, they got to spend some time with some friends, newer friends that we know from our hospital. So that was really nice because their daughter also has had cancer, just like Lonnie. So they're in the same phase now in treatment, but they're a few months apart. So, but they're around the same age. So it was really fun for the kids to play and have other kids that are kind of going through the same thing that they're going through. And I think that's why we like going to these events for this group, just because our kids can feel like there are other kids that are going through the same thing. I mean, and we all like that. Just in general, when we're going through something, we want to surround ourselves with people who are going through the same thing so that we have someone to talk about what we're going through together. So here I'm on to some more pictures, and so I'm trying to I want to use that Mary picture card, but I don't want to use that box. I just want to use the like chevron stripes, zigzags. And so I decide to use that green mitten paper, and I'm just going to use it as a border. So not much of it's going to show because mittens really, besides the fact that it has been a little bit chilly, it wasn't chilly on this night, but I just liked the green. And I'm really trying to go with like that green and red kind of feel that I have on the other side, just to kind of, so it looks like it's cohesive and it looks like it's for the same page, you know. So So, and that is just a picture of me all dressed up. And so now I'm just looking to see what stickers I might use. I mean, there's not a lot of space, but I knew I wanted to journal a smidgen on there, but I needed something to journal on. So I do decide to use this Martha Stewart tag. And so I'm just kind of playing around, seeing where I want it because I don't want it too heavy. I mean, so in the end, I do decide to put it there, and then I pick out a banner sticker, and I just use half of like, well, I use put the whole thing on there, but I you only see half of it. So here I'm just trying to figure out where I had it before because that's the problem. If you don't stick it right down, you never put it in the same place. So here everything is glued down, and I had inked that a while ago with some green Tim Holtz Distress ink. So I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I decided to put a oh, because I forgot. I ripped that paper, I think. Like the edge of it was ripped a little, so I wanted to cover it up. So I used Teresa Collins Gold Star circle, and that worked perfectly to go over that little spot that was ripped from my trimmer. I think because my blade is going dull a little bit, and I was cutting so many pictures that day that I snagged the picture. That's the only thing I hate about when you cut your own pictures. So I'm just looking to see if it's going to fit in there. And I just journaled about how nice it was to have a time that I could dress up because I don't, you know, dress up really nice and wear makeup all the time. Most of the time I don't wear makeup. I wish I was one of those ladies that wore makeup all the time and looked gorgeous all the time. But since I don't need to go out very often, it doesn't quite happen. So here's a picture of my daughter and my husband, and I believe that they're watching either. They also had a dance company that is local in Honolulu do a whole bunch of numbers, so different classes did different dances, and that was really fun. And this year they did a lot of like Christmas themed stuff. Last year they had a group that just did a whole bunch of dances, and they weren't Christmas themed, so it was really fun to listen to. Like they did a version of the Nutcracker that was really like modern and fun. So so I believe that's what my daughter and my husband are watching. And I just took a quick snap because she was sitting in his lap. And of course, she looks so tired by the. I mean, at this point, I think it's because we had eaten. So I want to use that gold stripe paper. And I want to use something else to kind of mat the inside a little bit or have like a square in the inside. Kind of like what I did with the top one, just different space. So I had that red Fancy Pants paper, the red dot, and it's gorgeous. I love just the color of it. It's so pretty. So, and then this other picture is one of they had little snowmen pieces for like centerpieces that I believe that the kids had made at some point or somebody had made before. But they're for the crafty person in me, it was so cute. And they had them on back of mini M&M containers. So those little bottles and they wrapped them up. It was so cute. So I wanted to show that cuz it was just really cute. And then I use that tag, but I really wish that I didn't use the tag because I ended up cutting that photo down a lot, and I don't know. It's not completely straight. And I was hoping that I could fit the photo in the tag, but the photo was just too big. And so I had that empty space, and I could have left it empty, but it just really needed something. So I remembered that I had those black word stickers that I really haven't used much of, and the word Noel fit perfectly in there, and it went over top of the picture, and it filled in some of that white space in the picture that had nothing in it except for the roof top of the tent. So it went perfectly there. And then I had just a little bit of space to journal about our dinner and how nice it was to see the performers do their dances and stuff. So, and then I just use some enamel dots, and I do use a snowflake on there just in between the two pictures just to connect the pictures a little bit better. So I'm done with that, and so now I believe, oh, I'm going to finish with the last picture on the front. Oh, and I know why I waited, because I used the, I had to let it dry. I forgot about that because I used sequins on the inside, so I had to let it sit and dry. And I did use a little tab just so that when it's sitting in the protector that you'll see that tag sticking out a little bit and know that there's something on the inside. And so I just use another border strip and a picture of my son showing me the ruler that he got, and so it was just really cute. And so here are the close-ups. So this is the page that I made with my dog sitting on my lap while I'm trying to wrap and stuff. So just pretty simple, just mostly layered. And this is the other side. So I have like that little band pocket in it, and that's where I put the trees. And then there's the number, and I use the wood gray numbers. And that is just a punched like scallop type of circle, flower circle. And so there's some of the cards that I did. Those are the earrings that my daughter made for me earlier in the day. Both my girls made earrings, and there's me wearing some of the earrings. So I'm almost done. I think I'm just going to show you guys. So that's what the cards look like in the pocket. And those are just front and back cards. And so then this is just the rest of the other stuff that I showed you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a little bit longer than most of my pages. I promise the rest of them shouldn't be. But I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I hope you guys have a great new year. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.